Hello, fabulous superstar Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2023. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now, and it really is a very special time. This month is jam-packed, set to be one of the most important months of the year for a lot of us out there and for the collective. It starts right out of the gate on the first of the month. Pluto stations retro. This is the first time that Pluto is stationing retrograde in this brand new part of your sky at the very beginning of a 20-year journey. You're just starting. And this is likely going to bring into focus matters that either have to do with money you earn, money you spend, or self-love and self-esteem. It's almost like there's an imperative to meet here. Now, the great thing to remember, and this is something I know I'm going to remind you a lot of in the 20 years to come, I have no doubt, and that is when we have such strong financial energy. It means that the money you need is there. Sometimes you got to do a little bit more to have it come together, and yet it is through money that the universe uses how you deal with that as a vehicle to learn what really is about your spiritual learning and your spiritual lessons. And so, yes, there may be a sense now that you're looking at how much you're earning, how much you're spending, striving to be honest with yourself. Do you like what you do for money? Does it feel like what it is that resonates as authentic for you or not? Does it express some essential truth about you or not? And does that even matter? I think for a lot of Capricorns, it's going to start to matter more and more now. And so we have this Pluto station. There may be some sense of you figuring out your way forward, and everything gets resolved. The money you need is there. You do what it is that needs to be done, and it comes together. There may also be real moments of insight and doubt, including self-doubt, but ultimately your answers are going to be found in self-love and self-esteem. You are learning to root yourself in an unshakable sense of self-love. You're at the beginning of an important journey that's going to invite you to appreciate yourself, all that you are, that much more fully. On the 5th of the month, we have a lunar eclipse. That lunar eclipse takes place in a friendship part of your sky, and it is a dramatic one. I want to be very straightforward with you. It is standing across the sky from Uranus and a retrograde Mercury. I think you are going to see key people in your life very differently in an instant. This could be a friend. This could be a very shocking reunion with a friend that happens now that really takes you aback. Now, if I were to really get specific, and I know this isn't going to apply to all Capricorns, of course, but this might be a friend where there was some disagreement, maybe even competition around someone you were dating or they were dating in the past. Maybe you lost touch with them. You weren't really connected to them anymore. Maybe that flirting had something to do with it, maybe not. But yeah, that type of person could just pop up with an energy like this. And it would take you aback. It would be a surprise. But it does give you a chance to see where you've been, where you are now, and what it is that you understand about this person as you see them again. This is also the possibility of seeing someone currently in your life, a friend, or perhaps someone you work with in a professional group endeavor. Well, in an instant, you may see them differently in some way. And as you gain these new insights, a depth of understanding, well, it could end up being a massive game changer for you. It ends up helping you to find a depth of appreciation into the alliances that have been, but perhaps even where certain alliances have served their purpose. Things could change very quickly. Friends, group alliances, professional group alliances could enter and exit, more likely exit, rather dramatically at this time. Now, as we navigate further, really the sky picks up in very important ways mid-month. On the 15th, we have Mercury going direct. This is taking place in a heart-oriented part of the sky for you. having to do with what you want in your heart of hearts in every area of life, whether that has to do with what you need to feel happy, what you're genuinely passionate about. It has to do with creative fulfillment. It also has to do with the children in your life. Are you feeling like a big kid? All of that is highlighted at this time. Mercury going direct is going to help you to understand what you really want differently in some way. And it's possible over the last few weeks before that direct, well, you might have been chasing something or pursuing something that just doesn't cut it for you anymore. Something you thought would make you happy, would make you fulfilled. You realize in an instant that that is not the way. This is about you reaching a depth of understanding that really can align you in new ways with what is going to help you feel that much more fulfilled in all kinds of ways. Um, if you've been scrambling around a creative project, this is where you get your answer. If it is that you've been trying to figure out the best way to be present with a child, to be effective with a child in your life, or perhaps to have children, this is where you start gaining greater clarity. But here's something very special that is the following day, Mercury direct and Jupiter enters the same part of the sky. In addition to the things I mentioned, this part of the sky also has to do with luck. That's very exciting. Jupiter, the planet of blessings and luck, entering a part of the sky that's fun, that's lucky, that speaks to you being happy, you feeling full of ideas, you feeling full of potential. All of that is on offer for you at this time with this energy. I think you're absolutely going to love it. Now, keep in mind, this is the very beginning of a 1 year journey. There is going to be a Jupiter special horoscope, so be on the lookout for that. I will be sure to share that with you in the coming weeks. Having said that, though, I needed to mention this now, of course, because it's such a massive energy. On the 19th, we're going to have a new moon in the same part of the sky that Jupiter is in, bringing with it fresh energy and new possibilities as well. So you can see here, it's like the universe really wants you to be happy, get in touch with what you really want, wants you to find fulfillment and joy and play, wants you to appreciate how fortunate you actually are. And I think you're going to find evidence of that in so many ways with the new things that come in with that new moon, but also the things that grow with Jupiter and the things that become clear with Mercury direct. But there's something else. If all of this wasn't enough, we've also got, as Jupiter moves into this brand new part of the sky, Jupiter will start setting up what is called the grand fixed cross. We have got power players in the sky setting up a larger, rare configuration of tension, frustration, but motivation and determination as well. Now, each sign will experience this energy in their own unique ways, but depending on the modality of your sign, there are going to be some similarities. So, your sign is a cardinal sign, it starts a season. The cardinal signs that kick off a new season is Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. And so, having this very powerful energies, larger configuration, it is going to speak to what is happening with you in terms of your understanding of your heart, the love that you give, but also what you're receiving, your understanding of your alliances. But money is highlighted here as well. The money you earn and spend, but also your understanding of wealth. You're getting deeply honest about psychological issues with this larger configuration, but it all leads you back to heart, what it is that you really want, what it is that really needs to heal for you so that you can live a more heart centered, joy centered life. So, Jupiter in that heart oriented part of the sky, the North Node is there as well. The South Node is opposite in a part of the sky that has to do with friendship. We have got Pluto squaring Jupiter in that financial, earning money, spending money part of your sky. And then Mars newly in a wealth and transformative part of your sky. All of these are going to set up a larger configuration. By the time we get to the 20th, Pluto standing across the sky from Mars, that is a lot of tension. And that's where money matters might really come into focus for you. But stay focused on your spiritual lessons. Everything you need will be there. The money you need will be there. Learn through this moment and strengthen your pathway ahead. Now, where it comes to matters of love, we've got some interesting energy. I'll tell you, I think you're going to love this. A week into this month, Venus will move into your opposite sign. This tends to be so lovely, so sweet, especially where it comes to long term possibilities and established bonds. But the really big news, of course, has to do with Jupiter, Mercury direct, and that new moon taking place in a part of the sky that has to do with heart. In addition to what I mentioned, it has to do with romance and flirtation, understanding what you really want in a larger sense as well. And so this energy is so beautiful, so inviting, so engaging. And I'm so excited that you're able to come to this understanding now that there's love within you, there's love that you have to share, and that love can be enjoyed. I think that is going to be a big part of the learning. Now, Mercury retrograde, where Mercury retrograde has been taking place, I've been telling you, I know I have in the superstar space for sure. I might have mentioned it last month, I'm sure as well. Breakups that happen tend to not stay broken up. And so we get to the middle of the month and some burst of clarity happens that helps you to understand the direction in which you now are going. For those of you open to meeting someone new, you might have had your eye on somebody. Well, you're going to know what's really going on and what you might actually want once we get to the middle of the month and we get that Mercury direct. Venus entering your opposite sign a week into the month, that does suggest that you will have this sense of attracting partners that have real long term potential there. But for all that, we move into the middle of the month and beyond. A spirit of play starts to set in that I think you will really enjoy. You will absolutely love. And so you will be getting your flirt on, but this month is just the beginning, I'll tell you, as part of this larger trend ahead. For those of you just starting to date someone, well, again, confusion, misunderstandings are very possible in the first half of the month, but the real turning point comes once Mercury goes direct, and especially once Jupiter enters the part of the sky for you that, in addition to the things I mentioned, has to do with dating as well. And so you're able to have fun again, connect with this person with greater ease, or it could be somebody else that you're connecting with now. Either way, there is excitement and a lightness here that allows love to foster, whether that's with this person or someone else. And for those of you in an established bond, well, look, Venus moving into your opposite sign is lovely for feeling that your relationship with your partner is that much sweeter and lighter. It is, of course, Mercury direct, Jupiter, and a new moon in that heart oriented part of the sky that's all about fun and flirtation and fertility. And so chances are you're going to be focused on what it is that you need to feel loved and wanting to understand what that is for your partner as well. This is a real spirit of play and where it is you want a reawakening of the things that you loved in your partner, perhaps going back to when you first met. All of that could happen now. Now, for a small percentage of Capricorns out there, if you felt for a while that maybe you're not in the right relationship for you, this is going to be a real moment of healing and connection and understanding within yourself about what you need to feel loved, especially once we navigate past the middle of the month. Your answers might be challenging. There may be some difficult truths and a painful realization of what change might require. However, with faith in your heart and faith in yourself, you'll know the right choices to make for you. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a valuable and meaningful astrological moment. I am going to say Jupiter moving into that very lucky part of your sky. Look, don't bet the farm, but you're going to have about a year of energy. There'll be some moments in there that I will tell you along the way, buy a lottery ticket, because this tends to be really good energy for winnings and windfalls all around. But for all that, it's also really great energy to understand your heart, to understand what you love in every area of life, and to find it magnified along the way. Thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. As a superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes, access to exclusive live events, and higher tiers get you things like access to Synchronicity University classes, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. I look forward to meeting you there.